So the opening riff starts on the D and G of the 9th fret to the 7th fret of the D and G, back to the 9th fret of D and G. Just hammer it. Then you're going to go to the 7th fret of the G and the 8th fret of the B, back to the 9-7-9. So slowly it's second time. Just a bend on the 10th fret of the B to the 8th fret of the B, pull off to 9-7 of the G. So slowly it's second time he plays the first part the same. Then he goes to the 17th fret and plays the same lick. Slowly. So the verses, it's mainly just triads on the top 3 strings. I'm gonna call the chords what they are, as triads. For example, I'm gonna call this a G, even though people might call it a E minor 7th, because if you play the whole chord, it's E minor 7th. But if you just play the top 3 strings, it's just a G. Would you get that from this is a D, of course, and if you move it up, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. And then I'm going to call this C and D because it's the top 3 strings for the C and D. So the first verse starts out with a G to the C, which is 8th fret of the B and E, and the 9th fret of the G, and then you move it up to the 10th fret. So it's so all you're using is a G, C, and D until the last chord. G, C, back to the G, C, C, D. That chord, I'm going to call that chord F13th because that's what my chord finder calls it. It's your pointer finger on the D of the 7th. Then you're going to put your middle finger, you're going to hit the 8th on the G and B on the 8th fret. And then you're going to put your pinky on the 10th fret. It's a tough chord to get at the beginning, but if you practice it, you can get it down in minutes, probably. So the verse, all the verses, first and second, or maybe third, I don't know, it's just G, C, D, and then F 13th. That's how it ends, just before the chorus. He'll just stand at G. So the whole verse all together, we'll go through it. G, C, G, C, D, F 13th, repeats again. And it just stops there. And and then it starts the chorus. The chorus has a lot of chords, all triads, all on the top 3 strings. So after you stand that G from the verse, you hit it's a B minor, but it's just top 3 on the 7th fret. But you're gonna finger it like an A with your 3 fingers, because you gotta go down to the 6th fret on a high E and then to the 5th fret. So you gotta bar it like that, or hold it like that. So it goes through that twice. 7 7 7, 7 7 6, 7 7 5. Holds that for another beat. Then it repeats it. And then he gets to the part that goes ooh ooh. That's a D. 11th fret on the G. 10th fret on the B and E, and then A minor, which is 8th fret on the high E, 10th fret on the B, and 9th fret on the G. Call that an A minor because that's your A, because I showed you the G. G sharp A, A minor, just like a D and a D minor. A minor. So that's like the first half of the chorus. So it's very slowly. Then it goes back to the B minor. You can bar it if you want this time, or just if you're used to that. Then you got an A sharp, which is same shape as a G, but it's at the 10th fret, with your ring finger on the 11th fret of the B. So just a regular D shape at the 10th fret. Then you got a D, 7 7 5. Then 7 7 8. It's a D 7th. It's like if you went like that with a D, but it's just the top 3 strings. Then you got a D again, 10 10 11. D augmented, which is your ring finger on the 11th fret of the B. So it's then an F sharp minor, which is 11 10 9. So if you took an F minor, F sharp minor, those top 3 strings are just that, 11 10 9. And then your F13th chord again. So it's played slowly through. And then it repeats the verse again. And then the chorus one more time after standing on that G. And that's the whole song. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. But I think I covered it. So have fun with that.